This is how Saturn got its name, Gaia. Okay, she is a Greek goddess, and according to Greek mythology, she is the personification of Earth. So when you hear Gaia, Mother Earth, this is who they're talking about. This is how Earth got the Gaia name, or vice versa. And there's a story that goes like this. According to mythology, Gaia and Uranus, which is also a god, they say he created the heavens. He and Gaia laid with one another, and they bore children, which were called the Titans. And Uranus did not like the children that he and Gaia created, so he locked them up deep within the earth. And over time, Gaia became very weary and distressful, knowing that her children were locked up in a prison inside the earth. So she created this great big giant sickle, and she gave it to one of her sons, Cronus, okay, and waited for Uranus to come back. So when Uranus came back to lie with Cronus's mother again, Cronus jumped out with his great big sickle, and he cut off the genitals of Uranus, which fell into the sea. And then after that, Cronus started releasing his fellow Titans that were born of Gaia and Uranus, and so began the reign of the Titans. I think that's very interesting, and it's good to know the mythology behind a lot of the stuff that we're not told. Cronus, with his large sickle, and what's interesting with it is the Romans, they later adopted Cronus as the god Saturn, and thus here we have the planet Saturn that was brought into existence. Rhea. She's one of the Titans in Greek mythology, the daughter of Gaia and Uranus, and she was also the sister and wife of Cronus. So Cronus marries his sister, Rhea, and she becomes the mother of the first generation of the Olympian gods, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, and Zeus. And what's interesting about Rhea, there was a prophecy that was put forth. Mother Gaia, along with Uranus, they told Cronus that just as he had overthrown his own father, he was going to be destined to be overcome by his own child. And so every time he and Rhea had a baby, he would eat it. He would swallow it because he was not going to have his own child overthrow him. But as time went by and it was time for Zeus to be born, Uranus and Gaia devised a plan. They were going to trick him. They were not going to let Cronus swallow another child and eat it up. So when he came, she wrapped up a stone in swaddling clothes, and she offered it to Cronus, and he swallowed it. He didn't even know. All he's thinking, okay, nobody's going to overthrow me. Well, it came to pass that Rhea was able to hide her infant son, Zeus, in a cave on Mount Ida, where her attendants, they were warriors. They hid him, and they took care of him and concealed the whereabouts from his father, Cronus. Zeus, he is now grown up, and he's ready to face his father, Cronus, who swallowed his brothers and sisters, along with many other beings. So he frees them from his stomach, and they wage a ferocious war against Kronos, and they defeat him. So the king of the Titans is now defeated. He is put into Tartarus, where he is imprisoned, and Zeus becomes the ruler of the gods. And there's more to this story, but we'll get into that at a later time. Thank you.